So let's put our hands together for her. She's a chairperson, the panel of judges for the 2025 ARC-EDS.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, we have my slides as well. Excellent. Good afternoon, colleagues. What a day, how much we've heard, how much we've learnt. I don't want to keep you too much longer, but I do want to share something that I think is at the very heart of what this conference is about. It's the 2025 exhibition of largely student work that brings together many of the themes that we've been hearing about today. Let me just, okay. So the exhibition, who's found the exhibition already? Nobody? Has nobody been? I know that we have judges in the room. I know they've been to the exhibition. Anyone else? Okay. Upstairs, so you move along here, steps in the corner, right above our heads, is an exhibition of work from a number of technical universities, including some very local. The aim of the exhibition is to showcase the work of technical university students and faculty, to showcase, in some cases, the very groundbreaking industry-aligned innovations and entrepreneurial models that we've been talking about just in the last session, and addressing ultimately this complex challenge that we've been talking about throughout the day of youth unemployment. This year, so I don't know how many of you were at the conference last year where we had the first exhibition. This year, we have had a special focus on work inspired by quantum science as our theme for the conference as a whole. So some of the exhibits have been inspired, we understand, by quantum science. So feel free, as you go around the exhibition, to ask the exhibitors how they've been inspired by quantum science. The objectives, well, the main objective is demonstrating practical applications of entrepreneurial and technical education, just like we've been talking about, to promote collaborations between academia, industry, and policymakers, again, of the very kind we've been talking about. And of course, some of the collaboration can happen just by all of you visiting the exhibition stand. So I do encourage you to go along and take a look. To inspire youth, the young people that we're all focusing on, and educational institutions through some real-world success stories. It's lovely when you see the projects coming to fruition, and I'm sure we've all noticed the lovely solar trike that's downstairs because it was too heavy to get upstairs. But that's a great example of how all of the education we've been talking about can come together into something very tangible that's a real benefit in many ways to the rest of us in society. And then finally, of course, to position technical universities as catalysts for the deep tech entrepreneurship and economic transformation. So we just had a slide earlier that talked about how the United Kingdom does do a lot of sort of collaboration between academia and industry, for example, in our sandwich degrees. However, we don't really have an equivalent at this time of the technical universities here. I think that's a massive strength and a mission for us in the UK, and a strength here. So the exhibition is partly about positioning technical universities as catalysts for the kind of revolution that we've been talking about here. Two main thematic areas for the exhibition. So first of all, deep tech innovation and manufacturing, not surprising given this year's focus on quantum science. And then secondly, innovation in agriculture, food systems and green economies was a significant theme that came out from the entries that we received this year. And what we were looking for, so this was all advertised on the conference website a good few months in advance. We were looking for exhibits that could demonstrate innovation and originality, technical soundness and feasibility, so were the ideas actually going to be doable, feasible, entrepreneurial and market potential, So looking to see whether the projects had thought through the business implications of the technical innovations they were developing. Then the impact on youth employment and skills development. So if the ideas in the exhibition took off, what would be the consequences for youth employment? Who would be working on those projects in future? Collaboration and multidisciplinary integration. We hear more and more about the need for collaboration and, of course, the need for collaboration across disciplinary boundaries these days. So many of today's wicked problems or complex challenges cannot be solved by single people working in single disciplines alone. They need collaboration across disciplinary boundaries. And finally, scalability and sustainability, a big theme aligning with the Global Sustainable Development Goals. We had a bonus point if entries could demonstrate quantum-inspired innovation. They could have bonus points this year. So, as I say, please feel free to go to each of the exhibits and talk to them about their quantum inspirations. The process, just briefly, we've completed our first phase of evaluation. 17 exhibits have been selected to take part. You will find many of them upstairs, as I say. Phase 2 is where all of the judges, and I'll introduce the judges shortly, all of the judges will go around all of the exhibits and check our understanding of the submissions by talking to people at the stands, and at the same time give a score for the visual appeal of the exhibit. Of course, that's very important in the commercial world, in the business world of marketing, branding. Presentation is very important. So we've allocated some scores for that. And then phase 3 is evaluation of the pitches, which happen at the end of day 3 of the conference, where we'll have an additional criterion around the clarity and timeliness of the presentations. So the winner of the competition overall is the exhibit with the top score, taking all of those criteria into account. 5 exhibitors will be selected to pitch at the end of day 3. So if you're still here day 3, you can listen to all 5 pitches. And from those 5 pitches, our 3 winners will be chosen. Exciting times. Okay, who are we trusting with all of this judging? So in strictly alphabetical order, thank you for taking me off, we have Professor Amankwa. Where are you? There he is. So lecturer in the Department of Environmental Management, University of Energy and Natural Resources, Sunyani. Also a licensed professional counsellor, did not know that. Holds a PhD and MSc in Environmental and Resources Management from Germany and a BSc Agriculture Engineering at KNUST. So thank you, Dr. Amankwa, for your contributions so far. We will continue. Next, we have Rita. There she is. Thank you, Rita. So Dr. Amankwa obviously is representing an academic perspective. Rita is representing a student perspective. So we felt it very important to have perspectives, a well-rounded set of perspectives in our judging. So Rita is kindly giving a student's point of view. Rita is a student at Sunyani Technical University studying hospitality and tourism management and currently GNU at UTS Women's Commissioner. Thank you for joining us, Rita. Samuel Taekwa. Have we got Samuel in the room? Excellent. I'm hearing yes. There you are. Thank you. So Samuel is representing industry. Samuel is technical director and co-owner of startup engineering company Havens Technologies, Power Solutions Limited, and a mechanical engineer by profession. Thank you again for joining us, Samuel. And last but not least, Professor Tete, where are you? There he is, yes, thank you. So, Professor Tete teaches at Cape Coast Technical University, Ghana, where he currently serves as Dean of the School of Applied Arts, also currently the National President of the Technical University Teachers Association of Ghana, and very passionate about international collaboration and the advancement of technical and vocational education in Africa. So, we're a team. Myself, I'm Dr. Sara Jones. I'm the chair of the panel of judges. and I'm Director of the Centre for Creativity and Professional Practice at Bayes Business School in London, where we do many of the kinds of things we've been talking about in terms of the practical and the theoretical being combined in our Masters in Innovation, Creativity and Leadership, where we love collaborating across disciplinary boundaries and with industry. And we've been doing that in our Masters since 2010. Also, a few years ago, and really the reason I'm here is that I co-led the Centre of Excellence for the Successful Innovation for African Universities programme, which I was lucky enough to be involved with, working with the universities in Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya and South Africa. So, that's the judges. Now, earlier on, whoa, look at you. Earlier on, I went around all the exhibits and I said, look, what they really want to see, they don't want to see me, they really want to see the young people. They want to see the people with the exhibits. So I said to everyone with an exhibit, you can have 1 minute each to talk about what you're doing and tell the audience why they should come and see your stand. So, if everyone's been brave enough to come down and volunteer, and I see a nice queue here, this is great, we will have 11 lots of 1 minute. I'm going to play my alarm, all right? 11 lots of 1 minute to hear from the exhibitors, just to finish off our day and remind us what it's all about. So please, don't remember to introduce yourself and your exhibit.
So thank you very much. My name is Simon Asakepam from Tamale Technical University. So basically, we have noted that during the rainy seasons, when farmers harvest their crops, they will have to spread it on the ground and then dry it for storage. So when they are drying the crops, what happens is that when it is about to rain, the farmers will have to rush to go and gather the crops again and put it somewhere. And if bears or animals are coming to also destroy the crops, they will have to stay around and suck the animals away. So we have come out with a solar-powered smart drying system for drying crops very close to the farm area. So the farmers will spread the crops rather on our dryer and then be doing any other thing they want to be doing on the farm. And when it is about to rain, our dryer will automatically close, pull a waterproof tarpaulin over the crops that are being spread. And then when the rain stops, then the tarpaulin will open for the drying to continue. And if animals are coming to destroy the crops, we have a scarecrow closer to the drying system to make unusual sound to drive away the animals. And so this solar system is able to let the system to be installed very close to the farm, so that it doesn't need to be connected to electricity to operate. So our expert is at up the second booth.
Thank you very much. Excellent timing as well. Next, remember to introduce yourself and your innovation.
I'm Kenneth, Tamale Technical University, and this is Innocent and Rahina. And so we are presenting to you an AI WhatsApp assistant, a native-first AI WhatsApp assistant that solves this particular issue. You wake up at 6 a.m. in the morning, and you're not feeling too well. But if you could just, there's no clinics nearby, you could just send, hi, I'm not feeling well, and that's all, the flow begins. Oma asks you what's wrong with you, ask follow-up questions, try to know what's wrong with you, and then gives a preliminary assessment of what could be wrong with you. And after that, Oma begins to connect you with a doctor on our platform. Then a doctor will take you from there. Everything happens from diagnosis to doctors, to payment, to lab referrals, and even pharmacy disbursement. So more or less like the entire health flow, we've embedded it in WhatsApp. Why WhatsApp? A lot of people use WhatsApp on daily basis. And so no fussing going around to download any extra app or whatsoever. That's why we decided to embed Oma into WhatsApp. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next.
Thank you for the opportunity. Please, my name is Stephen Adomaku Jemfe Kese from Accra Technical University, and we are here to present to you the substitution of synthetic stains used in the laboratory with natural product produced from plant stains. Yes, so we've realized that the stains used in laboratory tests are toxic and harmful to the environment, and even the laboratory technologies working with it is harmful to these laboratory technologies. So we've tried using plants to produce these things which are not harmful or less harmful to the laboratory technologies working with it. So please, there are furthermore to explain at our stand at the back there. Thank you very much.
Super, thank you. 10 seconds to spare. Who's next?
Thank you for the opportunity. Good afternoon to you all. My name is John Obeng, and with me is Engineer John. We are from Cape Coast Technical University. Can you imagine just waking up in the morning, pouring water in your car, and then that is it? You got to move your car instead of going to join the long queue and refueling your vehicle to move it along. Get to know more about this at our stand, and we explain to you in detail. Moreover, Cape Coast Technical University, in collaboration with Energy Commission Ghana, we have also brought about the solar tricycle. Imagine the details, what we are doing, environmentally friendly. Get to our stand and we explain to you into detail. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you. That was 2 stands in 1 minute. That's amazing. Next.
Thank you. Good evening. I am Conrad Yawagamado, and I'm with Xavier Opoku. We are all from Accra Technical University, and I'm here to talk about the blood warmer for transfusion. So, in a situation where there is an accident on the highway, and the patient or the one who is the casualty is losing blood, and we have to transfuse. We have to transfuse blood which has been stored at a temperature of 4 degrees. That is very cold, so low. When that blood is transfused, there is a situation that we will encounter as a condition that is known as hypothermia, rapid drop in the body temperature. So we came out with a solution, and that is the blood warmer, which raises the temperature to the optimal human body temperature within a short period. And this is portable, can be used by the ambulance service, can also be used at places where transfusions is always done. Hospital, clinics, maternal homes, and any other places where emergency services of blood is required. And one thing about it is, it comes with control knobs for time and also for temperature setting. This is all directed towards SDG 3, which talks about good health and well-being. Thank you.
Excellent, thank you. Any more? Yes.
Thank you. My name is Priscilla Abbas Aipo, and this is my colleague Mardia, and we are all from Koforidua Technical University, and we are with NutriPod, where we do something amazing, that is transforming cocoa pod husk weight into a very nutritious, affordable, and very sustainable substitution for maize and animal feed. We all saw what happened 2 years ago when the price of maize shot high and humans and livestock were all vying for the same maize that we use daily. We saw this problem, and we also saw that yearly, over 30 million tons of cocoa pod husk will go waste annually. What can we do? We saw that this problem can be a solution to one another problem. That is why we brought our solution, NutriPod. To hear more about NutriPod, you can visit our stand at the top. If you can't, you can also visit us on social media, NutriPod on LinkedIn, Instagram, everywhere. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next.
Thank you very much for this opportunity. My name is Aurelius Kokofi-Adogbe. With me is Haruna Suleiman from Sustainable Energy Service Center, Accra Technical University, in collaboration with Deskin Electricals. So our project is automated office system that is with light and air conditioning system. So in this project is in line with Ghana's SDG 7, that is Ghana is looking forward to provide sustainable, reliable, and affordable energy. by 2030. So what we are looking at is to conserve enough energy in office spaces and commercial buildings. I'll give it to my colleague to elaborate on it more.
Thank you very much. Just as he said, as electrical engineers, we are all concerned about how we can conserve energy in our various homes, organizations, and offices. There are more times people leave offices and leave their air conditions and lighting on, though the automated system is already in place, but there is an additional features we've added to these prototypes that we have built. To know more about it, I think my time is up. I'll give it to Mom so that when you come to our stand, you get to know more. Thank you.
Thank you, well done. How many more do we have? Is it 1, 2, 3? Anyway, next.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brian Opoku, and this is Abraham Agbavito. We're actually from Koforidua Technical University. Now, I want you to imagine and reimagine with me what data can be used to do in terms of transforming our world. The world today is speaking about artificial intelligence, wherein we leverage data to make decision-based solutions. That is why we have come up with a solution that is focused on agriculture, where a farmer can be able to zoom into a particular data point within a particular crop to understand what goes into the crop, to understand the risks into the crop, where stakeholders can be able to understand what policies should be implemented to impact upon agriculture in our world today. I present to you agri-sustainability, a system that we have developed. I want you to come tomorrow with an expectation to see how artificial intelligence can drive decision-making and optimize agricultural productivity in Ghana. Thank you.
That was absolutely perfect timing. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. So my name is Martin Kofitete, and I'm here with Monica Enim. We are students of KTU, Koforidua Technical University, and we are with Team Bigfoot. So basically, at Bigfoot, we process coconut husk into footbeds that can be used to produce footwear, just like the one she's holding. Yes. So the challenge with this is that the Ghanaian footwear manufacturers have to rely on imported footbeds from outside the country, and sometimes it affects how they do production. It reduces their production when it's out of stock. So we are producing this to solve that challenge, and also we are using coconut husk, which is a waste to the environment, and we are using it to produce this to solve that challenge. Yes, so we invite you to join us tomorrow so that you can learn more about this. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Are you the last one?
Good evening. Please, I'm called Kelvin Asantebe Queen, and this is my colleague, Mambel, and we are from KTU. Now, imagine you going to farming and you don't know what you're doing. Imagine that you have a problem and you don't know who to attend to in farming. I know that most of us, we've gone into a lot of businesses and we find challenges. Now, over here, we are Unitas, and what are we doing? We are going to connect all stakeholders within the agricultural value chain. And what we are doing is we are connecting from farmers to researchers to consumers to distributors and so on and so forth. We are going to be the bridge between all of you, provide you with the necessary connections that you need to be able to find your resources as easily as possible. Now, in terms of quantum computing, what are we adding to the value chain? What we are adding to the value chain is that whilst our data grows, we'll be able to visualize and also simulate how farming can be in the next generation to help our farmers grow and help us feed our economy better. Thank you.
Thank you. So there we are, a taste of everything we have upstairs. Do go and visit. They're here now. They'll be here all day tomorrow. So please go and say hello. Ask them your hardest questions. Test them, push them, but enjoy all of the brilliant ideas that are going on upstairs. Thank you for your time.